Hey guys, what's up? CT out in the garage. Today is going to be awesome. I'm going to weld for the first time. It's pretty exciting. So this is the welder. It's a Lincoln Pro MIG 135, and we've got the gas. We've got some material to work with here. Stay tuned. Check it out. All right guys, this is the welder we're working with. It's a Lincoln Electric Pro MIG 135. I don't think they make this specific unit anymore. Not sure how old it is. I picked it up from a friend of mine. We traded it out for some work I did for him, and it came with the whole package. It came with the cart, the welder, the tank, and the gauges. And it appears to be a pretty decent unit. I had the tank filled up the other day. I think it was right around $80 to fill this up. And we're running at 75% argon, 25% carbon dioxide. So I think that's a pretty standard mix. I've never welded before, so I'm not exactly sure what gauge wire I should use on the panels I'm going to be working with. I'm mostly going to be working with these Volkswagen, Volkswagen panels, and I think I need to get a gauge, but I think these are right around 20. There is a gauge on here, but it's kind of hard to hold up. But this is basically a sample. So if your metal's this thick, it's 24 gauge. If it's this thick, this line right here, it's 22 gauge. So we could hold this up there real quick and get a sample. It looks like it's right around, kind of hard to tell right here, but it looks like it's right around 22 to 24. I'm gonna get one of those little handheld gauges that you can just kind of slip over the metal and get a better idea. But we'll be doing some more fine tuning as far as what wire I should be using and stuff like that. If you guys have welded on these Volkswagens before and you know what gauge metal this is, leave some comments below. What is the standard wire that most people use? What's the standard gas? Where do you put the gas? From the research that I've done, people are running it right around the red, right around 20. So let me know your thoughts on that. I'm going to hook this up and we are going to make our first weld. It's going to be it's probably going to be scary, so don't beat me up too bad, guys. I'm just learning, so stay tuned, check it out. All right guys, so I've got this hooked into a dedicated 20 amp breaker here. When we first tested it 6 months ago or so, when he first brought it over to my house, we tested it and it tripped a breaker. So I ended up running power for the compressor, and when I did that, I also ran a 20 amp breaker just for the welder and whatever else I need 20 amps for. So we've got that powered up. We're going to turn the gas on. That was the other thing. I'd left the gas on when he first gave it to me. The tank wasn't full, but it did have a little in it. And I had left the this on one day, and it all leaked out over the course of a few days. So make sure you turn this off when you're done. And we're going to be running right around. All right, so I also read you need to purge the gun and it'll equalize this number here. So let's do that. Well, you got to turn the unit on first. Let's turn the unit on. All right, we got the unit on. We're going to squeeze the trigger, see the gauge equalizes. So we want to get that down a little bit. All right, got this unit on A, which is what is recommended for 24 gauge using the mix of gas that we're using. And so A, and then the speed is right around 2, which is what they're recommending. So when you pull the trigger, the wire goes through. There's a tensioner here that you can use to loosen or tighten this to get it so that it pulls through properly. I watched a bunch of videos on YouTube before I started, and so don't use this as a tutorial. Watch some other guys. I'm just figuring this out. So if you guys have any tips for me, let me know. I appreciate it. But we are going to hook this up to the table, the ground. We're going to get the little pieces of steel cleaned up and ready to go. All right, guys, here are the sample practice pieces we're going to work on here. We're going to clean this up. I've got some 150 grit. I've got some acetone, and I also have my drill here with a steel cleaning brush on it. So we're going to get these cleaned up pretty good. That way we get a nice clean surface for our weld to attach to. That was one of the other things that I read. You want to make sure your surface is super clean. Got some acetone here. Clean it up a little bit more. All right, so we've got that cleaned up pretty good. And we've got a pretty decent clean surface here. We should have a good ground here right on the table. Let's get it hooked up and see what happens. So you want to get, from what I've read and seen on YouTube, you want to get the ground as close to the piece you're working on as you can. I don't know if being right on the table here will work, or if I need to actually connect to the piece. I guess we'll try both ways, see what happens. I'm going to hold the piece down with, I don't have any welding clamps yet, so I'm just going to use a regular vice grip. All right, guys, we got everything hooked up. We got a protective cotton flannel on. It's not a specific welding jacket, but I think it'll be fine. And we've got our helmet. I got new batteries in here. Everything works good. Got some new gloves. And got the ground. We should be good to go. Let's do this. Whoa. Oh boy. Well, that doesn't look too good. I think I was going too fast. I'm gonna try to slow it down. Well, it's a little better. Let's see, we should be on the right settings. I don't know if we have enough gas. I guess we could give it a little bit more. Let's flip it over. Well, I guess we have some room here. We'll try another one. I'm going to try moving the ground over too. This is a pretty thick table. I'm not sure if it's making it to the piece. Let's try that. All right, let's try this, guys. Oops. Well, looks like crap. Oh well, we're gonna keep practicing. We'll mess around with the speed a little bit. Mess around with the gas a little bit. And we'll just keep messing around, see what happens. Looks a little messy, but I'm kind of liking it. I'm going to keep practicing, keep messing around with the different settings and see what happens. I'm going to clean another piece and start fresh and keep working with it. All right, yeah. All right, guys. Felt like I was starting to get the hang of it a little bit here and there. I'm gonna keep practicing and hopefully keep getting better. If you guys have any tips, tricks on how I can improve, let me know. I appreciate the advice, and I like it so far. It's fun, and it's pretty cool watching it through the helmet. Kind of get into the zone, and it's pretty neat. It's very therapeutic, actually. I kind of like it. It's pretty cool. So I know it's going to be different when we start working on the sheet metal. I'm probably going to get some scrap pieces of sheet metal that's the same gauge as what I'm working on, and maybe get some of Rusty's scrap pieces and just practice butting those up before I go too crazy. But yeah, we're going to get this floor and these dog legs in here and these seat pedestals. We're going to get all this in here soon so we can get Rusty going down the road. We're going to finish this engine too, so stay tuned. The holidays are coming, so the videos might slow down just a little bit. Got to spend some time with the family and do stuff like that, but I appreciate you guys hanging around. I appreciate your subscribing and liking and commenting. It means a lot to me, guys. It really does. It's been a pretty cool year so far, and it's very, very exciting that you guys are coming along for the ride. All right, guys, stay tuned. See ya.